Hey, welcome guys. Today's just a 3D print that I found on Thingiverse, a file that I found on Thingiverse. It's the E-Wing. I don't think it's the one that we see in the live action shows. I really haven't looked to compare detail, but I thought it was a fairly nicely detailed model. It is scaled up 300% over the original file. It was one piece, so in the slicer I split it up into two pieces, obviously, to where I could print it kind of situated like that. The main body's done in filament printer. I've done the engines in resin, just for speed and a little bit more detail. I still have to make some guns for it. I'm not sure if I'm going to scratch build or 3D print or how I'm going to address that. We'll worry about that later. There are some issues with the print. There's of course, some lines going on that I think we can probably sand away once we put some primer coats and stuff. But the bigger issue is I forgot to put a brim around the print when I was printing it, so it did lift up off the plate on really bad on this section here. It lifts off a little bit on this side, but mostly it kind of lifts away on both sides. So I'll have to fill those in with some something or another. I'll probably put some styrene to take out the bulk of it, but then some other kind of fillers. Maybe do a little bit of styrene, thin styrene plastic, kind of cover up that seam. But overall, fairly happy with the detail in the filament print. As you can see here, it's pretty nice. And I think we can get it to looking like a pretty nice model. Now, scale-wise, I think it's kind of close to these 157 X-Wing that I did recently. If you look at kind of the width of the canopy, just the section's a little bit longer than this section, but the width's pretty close. So I think it's kind of in that 157 scale. I think this will scale nicely when we compare it to like these X-Wings. So maybe a little bit off, but close enough for my purpose. So next obviously I need to glue these parts together and work on those seam lines and maybe get some primer on there. All right, as you can see here, I have my E-Wing all assembled. I've addressed the issues with the separation on the parts here. Some of it I super glued the parts together, and then on the tips of the wings, which is kind of covered, you can see there's a piece of styrene plastic that I used to kind of make a plating to cover up the seam there. But before I did that, I used super glue and some baking soda to fill in the gap. Close those off. I did the same kind of technique here. There's a little piece of styrene to kind of help cover that seam. And it's not too noticeable. If you look really closely, you may be able to make a little bit out on the side. I've added in the engines. I've designed some blasters, some guns to go on it. I just kind of 3D designed this section, and then this is brass tubing cut into pieces to give the barrels a nice barrel-y look. So yeah, and then of course that's all super glued, and I've since primed it a couple of coats, did some sanding in between, taking care of some issues. There's a little bit of panel lines here and there, but for the most part I think it's looking pretty nice. So from here I'm going to move on to an off-white base color, and I'm going to look around to see some different paint jobs as far as striping and stuff to do. So I'll probably do all the base coat and the main striping on there, and we'll come back and take a look after that's done. All right, I have my base coat over my E-Wing here, and I first just tried this tester spray enamel. This is light aircraft gray. It actually comes off really beige. It came out much darker on the model than what you see right here. This is the color I was kind of more going for. So I had to go back, and this is some craft acrylic paint that I thinned down and mixed up. It's a mixture of like some taupes and light grays. It's kind of that warm off-white color, and sprayed over this color and lightened it up a little bit. It was just a little bit too beigey color, a little too warm for my liking. So got the base coat on. I put a clear satin coat to protect that acrylic paint. So now I'm just gonna do some masking off first. I think I'm gonna do some striping. I think I'm gonna go with reds to kind of keep it in that red squadron type thing. Not quite sure of what all. It's not gonna be overboard. I'm just gonna give it some color, some chipping, stuff like that. And maybe do some detail painting on the engine nozzles and some of the other pieces we have going on. We'll come back once I get some of that painting done. All right, here you can see I've gone with the striping. I changed it up. I think I originally said red, but just changed my mind, decided to go with some blue striping. Pretty simple, just masked off some areas on the wing and on the sides of the front of the ship here. And then just spray painted it with some blue and then scratched in afterwards a little bit of chipping, just taking a I think just some sanding sticks or something, and just a little bit of weathering. I want this to be mostly kind of a newer ship, not so totally worn. And I'm going to weather it up some more. I did add some decals, as you can see in here, from various kits. I believe that's off of B-Wing, that orange circle. I got some of these spades from an X-Wing kit, along with some of the gun striping and a few odds and ends here and there, just to kind of give it a little bit more visual interest. You can see here I've painted up the canopy black. I do plan on going back. Right now it has a satin coat over all the decals and everything. Painted the frame kind of the gray, and then where the glass would be, obviously that'll be black since it's solid. A little bit of painting on the engine nozzles, some striping up front on the intakes. So, and of course the R2 unit's been painted with chrome silver. And so I'm going to do some weathering here. I may do a wash over the whole ship, just to kind of get all the crevices. I have gone in with some Tamiya Panaline accent color already in some places up here, just to kind of bring out the lines. But now I'm going to work on kind of dirtying up a little bit. So when I come back, we'll look at the finished model. All right, well, here's my finished E-Wing fighter. Again, I found this file on Thingiverse, free file. It's pretty nicely detailed. It's not canon as the one you see in, I believe, the Ahsoka series, but it is a nice E-Wing. There's several of them on there. I thought this one had pretty nice detail and printed it out. The main body filament printed on the Bamboo A1 using just regular PLA, basic PLA. I did do the engines. I resin printed those, and just because to save time and just because of the shape and give it a little more detail. The guns were a bit kit bashed with a little bit of a 3D printed part and some brass tube. Painted it up, added some decals for just a little extra detail, and then of course weathering, doing with a wash. I want to have a full wash on an oil wash. Wiped most of it off, went back in with some dry pastels to add in some darker colors. There's a little bit of rust here and there. I did with some orange dry pastels. Sealed all that in. I went back in with a airbrush with some thin down black paint to do a little bit of the kind of scorching marks. Doesn't show real well in the video, but a little bit of the scorching, the tips of the engine nozzles throughout. Probably weathered more than I originally thought, but I just can't resist on Star Wars models, especially the Rebel ones, to give them that worn-in look. Sealed it all in with a Tester's dull coat, and then for the glassy look for the cockpit or canopy here, it's not the greatest effect, but I just masked this off and went in with some gloss black spray paint and painted that in to give it at least a little bit look of glass. So it's actually fairly heavy, but there's a lot going on here. I did print it out pretty thick. I think I did 3 layers with like a 8% infill on the inside. Not terribly heavy, just heavier than you probably think it would be. The 3D printed this base. It was a rock formation that I kind of shaped, and it's held up with a brass rod. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, everybody have a good one.